old and things happen to you.
Right.
So I slept the day before. I was whole, I was healthy. I woke up the next day and found out that one of my hands was swollen. This one, my elbows were swollen.
Just like that.
I was like, what? Why? What's happening here? No pain, but it was visibly swollen.
Wow.
But I think it's better now. So that's what happens to you when you're old. Speaking about old people, so that's how that French president did not resign by himself. But they kicked him out eventually. And Zizou did not say a word.
They kicked him out.
Power is power. Power is power. When you were Zinedine Zidane, he used to play. But I remember I was I'm a certain age, but I was at the university when he was still playing. Remember that goal he scored in the Champions League against Valencia? I remember all of us that time. I will never forget when this hall, for the first time, I think that man sold out because everybody bought something. You had to buy something to watch the match.
Oh, wow.
Not everybody had DSTV at the time. I remember how this guy scored and the front row went down. Everybody was just bowing like that.
Wow, so dramatic.
All the way in Lagos here in Ojo. I'm sure Zizu doesn't know where you're not by it, but all the way there, that's where we're all bowing.
Oh, wow.
That guy was a demigod. And then you just come and talk to him anyhow because you're French. My friend, get out.
Wow.
And that's how he went out. So yeah, power is power.
Wow. You're so well. Dakpalawa says, yep, Tega, old age, it catches up with the best of us.
I'm telling you.
Dakpalawa, why? Why?
He does. You just be there thinking, I know I still look 20-something, so they lie. Your MRI scan does not lie. You can look however you want. Biology is biology.
Oh, wow.
But let's go into the stories.
All right. ITF ends $3 billion deal with Gerard Piqué's company to run Davis Cup after less than 5 years. FIFA Best Awards 2022, England Lionesses and Lionel Messi lead nominees. Of course. Barca beats Betis on penalties. Rich Clasico Super Cup final. Potter's misery mounts as Fulham beat Chelsea after Felix's red card. Resurgent Man United seek revenge against City in weekend of derbies. Juve face leaders Napoli, aiming for 9 wins in a row. Bidding for Ronaldo Messi prestige seat passes $2.6 million. Newcastle's Joelinton charged with drink driving. Naomi Osaka.
Oh yeah, didn't we speak about her?
We spoke about her pulling out, but we didn't know at the time that she was with child.
Yeah, she was with child. So people like fornication in this life, Sha. But
fornication brings beauty. It brings pleasure and beauty.
But let's just...
Oh, wow.
Be bringing your leg outside. Bring your leg outside. But yeah, really, really interesting one. When she came out to announce, and she's fully pregnant. So because Naomi Osaka offset, it's not every time she wears all these baggy things. So you could never have known.
Yep.
But after she made the announcement, I saw the interview she did.
Oh, okay.
The interview she did for her book. And I just looked at her face closely. It's swollen.
How do women always know when someone is with child?
I didn't pay attention to her face before. I just saw the video of her when she was releasing the book I was talking about, and I just listened to it a bit and then I flipped through. But it's after she announced, I saw the video again and I looked at her face closely and I was like, if I look, she has that healthy glow. But yeah, congratulations to her.
Yay.
She about to have a baby.
Yes.
But she said she'll be back in 2024, which is fantastic, which is great. So she's the second one that's about to have a baby. Ashley Barty is also having a baby.
Yeah, we spoke about her having a baby.
Ashley Barty too. So a lot of tennis babies.
It would be nice if she and Serena's daughter, her baby and Serena's daughter, can play together.
I hope so. They're not like that. They're not tight like that, Oh, wow. Serena's child and what's her name now? Serena has this very close friend, Caroline Wozniacki's baby. I'm sure they'll be hanging out. So Caroline's and Wozniacki's children. I'm sure they'll be hanging out.
Oh wow. Junior Osaka might need to look for new friends.
They may be close eventually. You know how these things, sometimes motherhood just makes people run into each other. And, but they're not, I'm not saying they're enemies, but they're not tight like that.
They're not tight. Okay. All right. So let's get in.
You're right. So let's start with the first one with I think Gerard Pique's company parting ways with ITF. So here's what it is. Shakira, Shakira, your spirit is strong. But that's not no. It's on a more serious note. So what
Thou
happened
shalt not
was
cheat on thy wife.
that shall not cheat on Shakira, especially. She's from Colombia. You should know better. But here's the beginning and the end of Cosmos' deal with the Davis Cup, not with tennis in particular. So when Gerard Pique's company came in, they had all this brilliant idea of how they're going to bring more TV rights to the Davis Cup, more money, because they had that relationship or that leverage in the market, and anybody that knows Gerard Piqué, if you know something about him, forget his football. He's actually great when it comes to marketing and managing. He comes from that family. So the idea was they'll take over the Davis Cup, they'll make it more prestigious, bring in more viewers, make it a little more glamorous and getting more money. And when they signed that 25 was about $1 billion deal, the Davis ITF was happy. They're like, okay, we don't have to do much work. We're just going to get some money. 2019, a lot of people they changed the format too, to also help in productivity. 2019, some people didn't show the final didn't sell out as they expected it to sell out. They're like, okay, we'll recoup in 2020. 2020, COVID happened. No Davis Cup.
Oh.
2021, they looked like they were getting there, signed a deal to play the final, I think in Dubai, or in Abu Dhabi, sorry, ended up doing it in Malaga, which of course still got their money. So at the end of the day, Pique's farm and Jerry Pique's firm or company realized that the money that they were going to make before, they're not going to make it, and so that deal they had signed was not feasible. So they tried to renegotiate the deal with the ITF, and the ITF was like, "No, you promised us money. Money we must get." And they refused to renegotiate the deal. So that 25-year deal is going to end after just maybe 4 years. 2018, 2019, 2021, 2022. Yeah, it's ending 2022, just after just 4 years. Because the dreams were not realistic. So yeah, Gerard Pique's firm is pulling out. It doesn't mean his firm has failed or his firm is dying. It just means that with this Davis Cup, it's going to be a struggle. But also for Davis Cup, I don't know how they're going to make money, because even the old format was already dying, which was the reason why they decided to sell to somebody else. So how they're going to manage the Davis Cup, I wait to see. But yeah, Gerard Pique's company has pulled out.
Wow.
Shakira. That's all I can say.
Don't cheat. All right. Tega said we like fun and vacation. Congrats to Osaka. She should firm up because the baby is involved. All right. Okay, so FIFA Best Awards 2022, England Lionesses and Lionel Messi lead nominees. Now, the England trio, Leah Williamson, Beth Mead, and Kira Walsh, join Argentina's World Cup winning captain Lionel Messi as nominees for the 2022 FIFA Best Awards.
Well, what can I say? For the women are really helping some people's country. The women won the Euros, the men crashed out in fantastic fashion. So now England is still the English FA will still come out winning something because of the women who runs the world. So, but yeah, it was always to be expected. In a World Cup year, it would be dominated by people that excelled at the FIFA tournaments. So FIFA Best was always going to be a question of Argentina and England. Well, basically people that won trophies. There were names of other people that made the list, and just to be nominated is recognition enough, if you ask me. So the Moroccan coach, he was on that list. The Moroccan goalkeeper, Bono was on that list. Ashraf Hakimi. So it was great to see that Karim Benzema also made the list, but not for the World Cup, but for what he'd done with Real Madrid. Remember, he won Ballon d'Or just a few months back. So he's had a fantastic year, but he made that list. Would he win it? I very much doubt it, because again, primary focus would be on the FIFA tournaments or the national tournaments. But for the England Lionesses in women's sport, I think Alex Putellas is about to lose her seat completely. For two reasons though. Spain did not go very far at the Euros. Barcelona, yes, they had a good year, but it wasn't a great year. And more importantly, Alexa Putellas herself was recovering from injury, so she didn't play a lot of football.
Right.
But so this win looks like it's going to England. And I think Beth Mead, maybe player of the season. She was already BBC Personality of the Year. Had a good year, so I think her name may be in and about there. But yes, it's going to be an England and Argentina award, so wait to see how that pans out. Even with the coach of the year, I think Emma Hayes did well for the women, but Bigman is always going to win it because she won the Euros with the England national team. So it looks like it's going to tilt in that direction of national teams. So Ancelotti is up, Scaloni is up, for coach of the year for the men.
Right.
And if you ask me, Ancelotti had a fantastic year. If they give it to Scaloni, I'll be upset, because I didn't see the tactical. Okay, I saw some, but I don't know that he should win that based on one tournament. However, like I said, tournaments may dominate over all the year plans. So let's see how the voting goes.
Okay, we've got some messages coming through. Do you want to read this?
Yeah, so Big E from Ketu says, Gerard Piqué was completely washed by Shakira. Well, by Shakira. I saw a whole lot she said about him. It was really nasty.
He cheated.
Yeah, he cheated. So it's always nasty when you cheat. Naomi Osaka is pregnant with a child, and we, the locker room in-laws, don't know the father. I know the father.
We know the
We
father.
know the father. We can pick it. We know him very well. So don't say we, the locker room. Say you, Biggie, you don't know him. I know the father.
His name is Corday or something.
Yeah, some rap artist.
He seems like a decent guy.
Oh,
though.
he is a decent guy, I think. Because I can't say otherwise.
Yeah,
I
people
don't
thought Piqué was a
Yeah.
decent guy.
Who thought that? Please, Zibby.
I thought that.
Please, Zibby. We are giving you an assignment to find father. We know the father. Don't worry, we know the father. We know him very well. He has just not paid bride price yet.
Right.
So that's why we are waiting. Then this message is from Tayo, says Ronaldo fans
Look away.
Look away. Team Messi is about to win world best again. I hope fans don't say awards are overrated. They will always say that. Once your favorite person doesn't win, you'll say the award is overrated. So Pius from Ebeda says, good morning, Smooth FM. Normally, Chelsea fans deserve happiness, and they know it. João Felix was just gay. Sorry.
Wow.
João Felix way just gain admission to don't join cult. No peace for the wicked.
What a debut.
Because he wrote that in pidgin. I was just like, what is happening there? João Felix was...
So you can't read pidgin.
No, that's not the spelling of way. Way is... Yeah. Anyway. João Felix was signed on the 11th and was given number 11. And he reduced the player's number to 10 and coming back on the 11th of February. Chai. Pius, how did you calculate that? He was signed on the 11th. He was given the number 11th and he's coming back from his red card suspension on the 11th of February. Yeah. Pius kneel down in that corner and hands up. But yeah, big deal. We're going to get back to that story. But first, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll be talking about Chelsea, Manchester United, and the London Derby. I know, don't worry, enjoy. Let's see what's after FIFA best. It is Chelsea. Oh, Barca first, then Chelsea. So we want to. Barca should be 2 minutes. Comfort, give me the sign when it's 2 minutes. No. We still have one more.
With drama, kick off the month with a tale of love and hurt as Fedra navigates romance and betrayal. Watch Recorded, showing Mondays at 9 p.m. on Africa Magic Showcase. We are very robbers.
Everybody will say awards are overrated. It's a lie. Messi beat your guy. That's all. So I think I'm going to start a talk on how football deteriorated to numbers.
Wow.
Yeah, which is sad because at first we used to watch football. It started with Frank Lampard fans
Against
when Jose Mourinho took over at Chelsea. It started with Frank Lampard fans when they were trying to say that Lampard was better than Gerrard. They were the ones that started this numbers thing. Decided to count goals. It's a midfielder that scored 12 goals in the season, that scored 22 goals in the season. I was just like, so what? We watch football. Gerrard is better. We're not accountants.
Oh, wow.
Then Ronaldo fans now took over. They escalated it. They're the ones that brought this
Because
thing
it feels like people were always coming for him.
No. Before people, who was before people were coming for him? When they wanted to start raising him up and say, oh, because look, Messi is a magician. There's no planet in which Messi is not better. But there's no reality. But people started counting numbers. And I will say this for people. Stop. Watch football. If you watch football, you will not compare.
Alrighty, let's go.
The best football was played in 90s, Sha.
It's the locker room on Smooth 98.1. Tega is a riot right now. You should be catching this live stream on YouTube. We're on YouTube. It's Smooth 981. And of course, you can also let us know what your thoughts are via WhatsApp 0809 440 981.
Let me just take in this message before we start the story. This is from Aki Adesoji. He says, "Good morning, ladies. On Monday, I said Lampard was the next FPL coach to be sacked. But the way Potter is going at Chelsea, if it was an African club, we would have suspected spiritual attack. A red card on your debut, I feel for Joao Felix. He was their best player on the pitch, but he was trying too hard. I'm going to come to that. Aki, I'm with you. And then he says Weghorst to score in the Manchester derby after coming off the bench. I predict a 2-2 draw for the Manchester derby. Okay, we'll be taking those predictions. But first, let's go to Barcelona and see what's happening.
All right, so Barca beat Betis on penalties, reaching the Clasico Super Cup final. And Marc-Andre ter Stegen saved twice from a spot to help Barca beat Real Betis 4-2 on penalties after a 2-2 draw on Thursday.
Yeah, so I remember he said something like, I don't want to work this hard for us to win. Oh God, that's why they pay you money. You think you're just going to stand in goal and do nothing. But yeah, it had to come down to penalties. The same thing with the match prior where Real Madrid beat Valencia. It came down to penalties. So there's going to be an El Clasico final in Saudi Arabia. Talk about money spending. These people are making good money. I should go to the Middle East and look for one work. But
we'll miss you, Tega, so don't, please.
It's fantastic football happening right now. So I think the La Liga will be so excited that it was Barcelona and Real Madrid. Because whether you like it or not, rivalry sells. That's why all these Lampard versus Gerrard is a big deal. Every comparison sells. And so Real Madrid is going to face Barcelona on Sunday in an El Clasico in the Super Cup. But that is completely different from the La Liga. So both teams will not be featuring in the La Liga this weekend. The La Liga rivalry continues next week to see who will win the La Liga at the end of the day. But this is a great this is a great advertisement for the La Liga and great investment for the Saudis.
All right, Potter's misery mounts as Fulham beat Chelsea after Felix red card. Now, Graham Potter pleaded with his Chelsea players to stay together after a shock 2-1 defeat at Fulham that saw Joao Felix sent off on his debut.
I'm sorry, is it a shock anymore? You've been losing too much. Losing to Fulham shouldn't be a shock. But yes, a London derby that Chelsea lost out again, considered an early goal, which was already bad, and then they came back in the second half. In second half, they looked like they meant business. Scored very early and looked like they were going to take the lead, but I go back to what Aki said. Joao Felix was actually trying too hard. He had a lot of chances in the first half. He created opportunities in the first half, had chances in the first half, and maybe could have scored a goal if he just stuck to what he knew. And this is why I hate when people say, don't compare Mbappe to Haaland. Mbappe can create, he can score, he can pass. Haaland only scores. No! Use a tool for its purpose. If it's for digging, dig. If it's for cutting, cut. Don't try to use what can dig to cut. I hate when people compare players based on all those many things they do. Like Haaland is a striker. He'll be judged by the number of goals he scores. That's it.
Right.
If he has a good midfield, he doesn't even need to be in build-up play. That's his job. He's a traditional, he's an old school striker.
Okay.
Mbappe is your modern day football striker. So he likes to take part in the build-up and he also scores. That's great for him. That's fantastic for him. But I don't want Haaland to be Mbappe. I'd celebrate Haaland for Haaland things and celebrate Mbappe for Mbappe things. Yeah, Felix was trying to do too much. Your job is to create and to score. Which one are you going to break up play in the midfield? That's why he collected red card. He went to do a proco work that they did not send him.
What no pay.
Person that cannot tackle, he went to tackle. And that's how he got the red card. And immediately he hit the guy. You could see he apologized already. So the guilt was, even if the referee wanted to do small Ojoro, he couldn't have.
He admitted his guilt.
Yeah. But it was
Never admit.
He slid into that tackle with his studs showing. He did catch the guy on the knee. So even if the referee had missed it, maybe VAR would have picked it up. But yeah, sad one for him. He's going to miss the next, I think, 3
So what does
games.
this mean for him and the fans, though?
He's going to miss the next 3 games. Well, I think they give him. It was just his first match, so maybe they give him wiggle room, and then when he comes back, if he scores a goal, all is forgiven.
Okay.
That's important. But for Graham Potter, I don't know if there's going to be any forgiveness, because next up there's another London derby coming. He plays Crystal Palace on Sunday. It's like he can't catch a break.
He can't, and the fans can't either.
Yeah, he needs a praying grandmother. All right, next story.
Okay, so this one is from Manchester United. They were outclassed by Manchester City in the last local derby, but the mood could not be more different as they prepare to host their City rivals in the Premier League on Saturday, and this is coming in the middle of a rather remarkable run of form they've had.
Yes, so Manchester looking for their 8th win in a row. Manchester United. Manchester City, on the other hand, trying to come back from losing to Southampton. How do you lose to bottom of the table team in a cup competition and come back to face your rivals in the derby? Well, maybe this will be their recovery period, but Manchester City not in going through a good moment right now. Pep Guardiola and his team looking very unconvincing, very unsure. But when it comes to derbies, form is of no consequence. That's what I found out.
Right.
You can have great form, you get into a derby, and the other people will just be like village people. You are not going to go any further. So I know Manchester United are in high spirits. They are confident. They are in great form. Manchester City are questioning themselves. They're second guessing themselves. They're wondering how their season is going to be revived. And both of them, whether you like it or not, are still in the title race conversation for the Premier League. So it's going to be a tough battle for both teams. Because of the way Manchester City has struggled, I understand why some people will say it's a draw, but I want to take your predictions now. The numbers to call are
0144899981.
What do you think is going to happen in the Manchester derby? And while we're talking about the Manchester derby, let's just throw in the North London derby, because Arsenal face Tottenham, and it's going to be a battle to see. This is a real test for the Arsenal players. They come up against a team that is desperate to beat them. If not for anything, just so that there'll be peace in the land. So when you call, you give us your predictions for the North London derby and for the Manchester derby. So the numbers to call again are
0144899981.
So we're taking your predictions, but before we take those predictions, let's take some. Oh, calls have already come in. All right, so the first call. Hello, good morning. Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please can you know your name and where you're calling from? All right, so go right ahead. Your prediction for the Manchester derby and the North London derby.
Third Mainland Bridge has stuck us.
For the North London derby, Arsenal is going to beat Tottenham. Forget about it.
I like that. He says Arsenal is going to beat Tottenham. Forget about it. All right. Thank you so much. We're taking another call. Oh, that call has dropped.
All right. Well, you know the number. Give us a call back. 0144899981. Akina Desoji says, good morning, ladies. On Monday, I said...
Oh, we've read that.
Oh, okay. So the next one is from Yummy. So if you could just click on Yummy's message. Yummy, we'll come to your message really quickly, but let's go on to the phone lines.
Hello, good morning. All right. Your name and your location, please. Oh, that one has dropped. So, hello, good morning.
What is going on?
Hello, good morning. Oh, no. Hello, good morning. Okay.
Okay. Let's go back to the phone lines. Good morning. Tega, maybe it's your voice.
It's your voice. All right, your name and your location, please. All right, go right ahead with your predictions. Manchester and North London Derby.
I don't want. I'm a Chelsea fan, so I'm not doing interested in football now. We are not doing well, so let me forget. But also, I want to comment about this there and French president, French FA president. I don't. Hello.
Hello, I can hear you, but that's not the conversation we are having right now. We just want to take predictions. If we can take other people's predictions. Sorry. Hello, good morning. Yeah, what's your name and your location, please? Easy. Okay, go right ahead. Your Manchester Derby predictions and your North London Derby predictions.
Yeah, let me start from the North London. I think Arsenal are riding on high, so I probably think they are going to take the win against Tottenham. But as for Man City, since after the World Cup, Pep Guardiola has been experimenting a lot of things, and I don't know why. Why do you play Kai Walker at centre back and Joao Cancelo? Why do you keep experimenting? Play the guy at right back. He's very strong physical. He can take on Kylian Mbappe, can take on Rashford. So I expect him to do the right thing. Go back to the basics. Play the 4-4-2. Even though City are struggling, I still think they will take the win over United just because they are in the title race with Arsenal.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for that prediction. Let's take one more. Hello, good morning. All right, your name and your location, please. All right, go right ahead. Your Manchester Derby predictions and your North London Derby predictions.
I predict Manchester City to win one goal to nil.
Mm-hmm. All right, go right ahead with your North London Derby. Arsenal versus Tottenham.
Yeah, I predict Tottenham to win 2-1.
Ah, this man is a Chelsea man. All right, thank you very much for your predictions. We can't take any more. Can we take messages because of the time?
Okay, yes.
So let's start with Yomi. Yomi says awards might not be overrated, but they're based on sentiments of a majority. However, the market price paid for a product in demand shows the true value. How much does Messi command versus Ronaldo?
Boom.
Oh, that's why you crashed out of the World Cup. Emeka from Amoa says, as regards Felix, you can take a player out of Atletico Madrid, but you can't take Atletico out of the player. Chelsea just used their money to go and sign problem. Mind you, in that 3-game ban, Chelsea will pay him £1.2 million before. The environmental piece we are experiencing from Chelsea losses, long may it continue.
We reject it.
All right, let's see. Benga Akamu says, they asked Joao Felix to come and score. Baba, the form defender, collect red card. Not just blues for the blue. All right, let's see. Charles Chidoze says, buy Felix on the 11th of January. Felix gets number 11. Felix starts in the first 11 and reduces the team to 10. Felix drops Chelsea from 10 to 11 on the table. Felix is suspended till 11th of February. The mystery of Felix at the number 11. Charles Chidoze, you will be flogged. Good morning, Zibby and Tega. Tega, sorry for Chelsea. Do you think they are going to make top 10 this season? Ola from Ikoyi. Then he says Manchester Derby is going to be 2-1 to City, and the North London Derby, Arsenal will win by 2-0. Okay, that's great. Tayo says Manchester City to avenge their loss to Southampton. Manchester United, thanks in advance for helping a friend. Arsenal should be able to overcome Tottenham, and that's all we can take because it's time out on the locker room.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Tega. And thank you for listening. Do stay with us. There's a lot more to come on Smooth Breakfast.
All right.